I used to live in my school, so yeah, it's easier.
It was about
I used to have to write.
about a 15-minute walk. At one point.
I used to have to do
Uphill both ways.
Actually, technically, yeah, it was up 2 hills.
Up the capital side where the trail is sliding down.
I used to ride 15 miles to get to school.
Fucking hell.
And that's up and down hills.
I tell you what, David, there was one hill where you'll know if I just search Chapel Street, that used to be a bitch when it snowed and was icy. Never mind fucking trying to get up the bastard, you going down the bastard. You used to get a fucking sledge down it. Because no cars.
You always end up at the bottom.
Oh yeah, no cars could get up it when it got icy. It's like the bloody fire station's not there anymore. Do you know where I mean, David?
I know roughly where you are, yeah.
Yeah, fire station's not there anymore. They shut that
You
one.
catch on fire?
No.
So you're not allowed to have a fire there anymore?
No.
I used to remember bonfire nights around there.
Yeah, you're lucky if you had a car in the morning.
Especially when people used to put fucking aerosol cans on it. Bastards blew up. It wasn't a quiet explosion either.
God, these videos. We'd always go around to a friend's house and they lived right on the edge of the canal, and the competition was to try and shoot a firework under the canal bridges. You're trying to aim them.
Aiming rockets? Or...
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Trying to get it to go under the canal bridge.
Did you ever get it under?
No, I hit it a couple of times. You saw the rocket launches in Planet Craft, it was kind of like that.
Ah, right, yeah. And then fucking hit the bridge and think, oh shit, okay. Can you come forward? Please? David? I don't know if you want...
Prison's got all this help down there, and there's me on my own.
David can come and sort you out if he wants.
Oi, oi, let's have a look.
Look, don't you go offering my services like that.
What's going right nowadays?
Might cost you 20 quid.
20 quid? What kind of cheap bastard do you think I am? It's 50 these days.
Fucking
Price of Reynolds has gone up.
Knew that would get reaction, that's why I fucking said 20 quid.
My quiz is a handshake.
It's only as bad as Alan. Last time we tried to get Alan working the streets, you know how much he's making a night? £28.50. Who gave the 50? Everybody.
Actually, do they still do the Freddos with caramel?
Yes.
How much are them these days? The same price, or are they a little bit more expensive?
It's the same price.
Well, David was the one that mentioned the price of Freddos had gone up.
Same price as normal Freddo.
How much are Freddos these days?
No idea, because I don't buy them.
25, I think.
I think they're dearer than that.
If I buy them in multi-packs. Or I buy them for the other half for Easter, which says they're Easter egg.
They're like...
45 pence.
What?
45 fucking pence.
He got his mortgage sorted.
40.
Got mortgage out. How much curly wellies nowadays?
Give me a second, I'm cross-referencing a second supermarket there, because I may have picked a bad choice.
According to
I
this...
like how there's a 35 pence in this other supermarket I'm now looking at.
No, because according to this, a certain supermarket I've got the app for is telling me 30p.
Which one's that?
Tesco.
Alright. I checked Sainsbury's first and then Asda, which were 45 and 35.
Okay, hell. Yeah, but Tesco's.
Curly Whirly is apparently at 34 pence in Asda. Not sponsored, by the way, but Asda, if you want sponsors, hit us up.
Now, Tesco have actually only got the multi-pack of 4, so it's about £1.40.
That'd be about, what, 10, 15p? And they used to be bigger.
Well, that was the kids' multi-pack at £1.40 of 4.
Now, come on, Alan, when you were little, they were 4 shillings and 3.
Ain't that old shit?
You know. I actually, somewhere, believe it or not, do actually have a sixpence that was given to me by a family member.
I've got someone else.
I actually need to dig that out because I'm going to have to give it to her, but then she's going to have to give it back to me because... Actually,
Do you know what I have on my desk here because I found it while at work. It's a State of Qatar, 25 dirhams.
Right.
Now, bear in mind, I work within the UK, so I found this.
Where the fuck did you find that?
It was literally just on the. I was walking back to the van in Liverpool, and I just looked down, and this really shiny coin caught my eye.
He's a magpie.
I fucking am, yeah. I would not deny that fact. But it's slightly bigger than a 5p. But it's like when I looked at it, I was like, that's. And then say State of Qatar, 25 dirhams.
How much is a dirham worth in our money?
Well, apparently this coin's worth about 34 pence, so I ain't remortgaging off the bugger, let's put it that way. It's just an interesting piece I've now got on my desk in front of me. You know, it's one of them things that I just found it, I'm just like, you know what, it's sort of a bit cool, a bit different.
Unlike the current temperature.
Well, it's just fucking different, it's just not fucking cool.
Couldn't do me a quick favour and grab the service, could you, David?
Certainly could, 1 second. I'll just move this so it's not in Alan's way or anything silly.
Einstein's being nice to me.
Well, yeah. I was just, well, see some of my comments before we're getting a bit close. I thought I'd better just temper it a little bit.
Wow, he's actually been...
Yeah, exactly.
Diplomatic.
Yeah! Just a
always
bit.
diplomatic.
And as it comes to racing.
I don't need the service truck, it's just to bring it out.
You just like seeing me get it out.
He charges for you, man.
50p, we've already been through this.
Enough to buy him a Fredo at least.
Just one conversation. Wow, what a topic of conversation we're going through tonight.
Just the one Fredo to suck on.
Excuse me.
For a moment there, I thought David was taking a drink and you just made it.
No, I choked on oxygen as he said it.
That takes up his special. Oh.
Oh, trust me, no, I quite regularly proven that at 35 years old I've not yet processed how to breathe correctly occasionally. You think you'd figure that bit out as you get older, but no.
Well, there's the... I mean, there's sending yourself lightheaded from laughing is one that, you know, you need to breathe about.
Have the traffic vehicles wheels never moved, or is that something unique to this map?
I don't pay much attention.
To be honest, I've never actually paid a lot of attention.
Which makes me think it wasn't a case on the other map, because I think I'd have noticed.
To be honest, I don't think I've actually ever looked that closely to...
I've just looked at AI vehicles gone past me as I'm driving up here, and the wheels aren't actually going round.
Maybe that's a multiplayer thing, but I've never... Like I said, I can't really say that I've paid that much.
Like I say, I think if the US map would have done that, I'd have noticed it, but I think the US map didn't do that.
It might have done.
I just feel like I'd have spotted that before now. But anyway,
But I don't know. Maybe, like I said, maybe we've not paid much attention.
I mean, the air traffic doing that trick again where they're dropping through the floor because there's clearly a bridge to be built somewhere as one of the projects hasn't been done yet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there is a bridge, but
No, but I'm saying I can see where the vehicles are disappearing out of existence as they obviously get to that point. I'm on my way with the service truck. Oh no, this car here's wheels seem to be going round. It was just the one down there. Must have been a desync thing.
possibly.
This was like going around, but the car's jumping about like it's bloody. Christ.
So do you two like Milky Bars?
Bars are on me.
What? Oh. Showing your age again a bit more, okay.
I said the Milky Bars are on me.
Yeah.
That's how my uncle died. Worked at the chocolate factory, got crushed by a shell. Every time he said the Milky Bars are on me, everyone cheered.
And he's
Womp, womp, womp.
yeah, he's getting the sigh.
Everyone thought he got hit by a bus. It wasn't. It was a double decker that finished him off.
And then he's definitely gone into a timeout.
He just mutes me on the channel.
He's definitely.
Mars.
Can you still get timeouts?
I am stupid.
Yes.
I am stupid.
You
I
can still
don't-
get
I
timeouts.
don't even think they taste the same anymore, to be honest.
Well, none of them do, because it probably turned out half the shit they put in them back when we were kids is probably now considered bad for you and illegal.
On your way, Chris.
No.
No, I'm in his way, but he's kind of backed me into a corner here. And I can't get out through the trench, so I'm going to have to...
Didn't know my
Right.
duck was in the way.
I'll move out of the way first. David's jackknifing the trailer. No, your dump truck wasn't in the way.
I still need to move it anyway.
I just need to find out where I need to dig.
Anywhere between yellow lines.
Okay, so you're doing oh, I didn't mean to go that far.
That's what she said.
Where are you at, David? Can't see you.
It's behind you.
Nice there.
I'm literally young luck.
Yeah, but I don't know if I've got. No, can you slightly Hello.
Donkey.
Kind of I wanted to use the line "Good evening, infidels," but I can't use that line because I get sued almost.
I think there's a lot of reasons why you can't use that line.
Because it belongs to Ahmed. Anybody like boost bars?
No.
No.
I don't think I've really had one.
I didn't mind the boost.
Didn't give me a boost. Well, this game got dark pretty quick.
Didn't it?
One minute it was done like, and all of a sudden it was like, okay.
Flashbang in 3, 2, 1. Flashbang.
I thought 5 and 6.
At least we can actually.
Right.
No, but the problem is, at least we can actually see in farms and when it gets dark.
As we discussed the other day, at least that's one thing that I'll give 25 for was a massive improvement.
Yeah.
Because in 22, when it went dark, it went black, and you got all of about 6 inches with your fucking headlights. At least in 25, you can, in theory, work all night if you want to.
Which we did.
Freaking pain.
What?
We've
What
done
have
a
we done?
hole where I need to be.
I didn't mean to go that far.
That's what he said.
You can dig that bit out.
Oh, that's tight gap there.
That's what she said.
Now look at the back of Chris's excavator to your truck.
Nah, there's actually quite a bit of room actually. If you jump out and have a look, you actually.
You say that there's a nice yellow line right down your freaking body.
It's about 6 inches, maybe more. There's enough room.
How do you want me to respond to that?
I don't, because I know exactly where your mind is going. Where it normally goes.
It's the trench.
Yes. You may have to,
No, I'm not moving.
I'm talking to David. David may have to move now. David, what are you doing?
I'm here, yeah, what do you want me to do?
Move.
Move, please.
Move, bitch. Get out the way.
What?
You're gonna have to do both middle lines.
There's gonna be nowhere for Alan to go.
On which bit? On this block?
You're gonna have to finish off all this.
Well, can you not? Can you do that middle line there? At the end?
Yeah, I'll do that end one.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll have to leave that until the very, very last. I can do this one now, but you're gonna have to do all this as well.
What, the side where your truck is? Yeah, I know.
Because I'm not gonna be able to get my truck down there.
That's fine.
Or the excavator.
That's fine. I'll do that.
Don't get some do some work, people.
Well, you haven't been around. I've done it. Well, you haven't been around. I've done a lot of work on Farm Sim. Thank you very much.
That's Farm Sim, not Consim.
We haven't touched Consim for this reason.
The only reason you have to do work on Farm Sim is because I've not been around.
Didn't mind doing work. Did I, David?
He complained a bit about it, but he didn't.
Hang on, what do you mean I can...
Sounded so convinced in there, David.
I didn't complain.
I bet it was that old we had down here could be doing all this farming for us while we did all this.
Actually, there was one time where we said a third pair... No, there was one time where we said a third pair of hands would have been nice. Because it was something we were doing.
Oh, I love watching that.
Still got a fair fucking chunk of pallets to move, haven't we?
No, we should have to actually put a lot of it to,
Sell.
yeah,
Yeah.
to distribute on that, didn't we? So,
Well, has Alan got a contract for it?
Yes.
yes. That's why I can't really jump on and do any help setting up.
No. Or tidying up trees.
You can unless you put the time really, really slow.
The trouble is with 25, you can't actually zero the time.
No, you do 0.5.
0.5 is the best you can do.
Yeah, and you don't want to zero anything just in case, because otherwise you might have to do some XML editing again.
At least I do know how to do those things if we need to.
I'm sure I could do it. I've just never.
Oh, you could just say it's simple enough. I mean, I had to go into my bloody
I mean, I used.
Riven series. Maybe some today.
I used to do. I think I did. Can you move down a bit, please, David?
Yeah.
I think I've done some in the previous game, but never did any of.
Nah, the only trouble when you're doing it with the multiplayer server is you've got to download the whole lot off the server,
Yeah.
do the edit one, re-zip it, and re-upload it all.
Re-upload, yeah.
Which isn't, it's not a big issue, but it's slightly more irritating. At least with the, like one that's on your machine, all you have to do is open the file.
Open the file and then reserve. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I have edited an XML file before for Farm Sim. It's just that wasn't. I mean, we're talking.
I've done a few, as you know, with very levels of success.
It's one of the older games. Yeah, but you kind of had to do one for so long, for 22. That was the server file.
I did it 2 or 3 times, didn't I? It's when we discovered that if you left a pallet on top of the freaking piano maker's sell point,
Yeah.
it's something broke.
There was that, and
I forget what else.
that was it, wasn't it? Just you fixing the piano, having to fix the piano, mate.
I've done a couple of
wasn't it the contract vehicles not despawning?
Yeah, then I went and deleted a couple, didn't I?
There was some at the.
25 had the contract vehicles.
Yeah, but I think there was an update that had happened, and
But I think they finally fixed the latest bug, haven't they? Where it was giving you totally the wrong vehicles for the contracts.
That contract system needs an overhaul.
Well, no, there was a bug after the Plains of Prairies pack where it was giving you the big tractors from the back.
Yeah.
That didn't have a 3-point linkage, but were giving you equipment that needed a 3-point linkage to connect it to.
Mm.
I think I said linkage then.
You did.
You did.
Fucking hell.
It's almost as bad as Tim's gravering.
Yeah.
So fucking easy to get Tim at times.
I don't know, I liked it. I'd be a terrible rich person.
It'd be a terrible what?
Terrible rich person. Horrible rich person. Sorry.
I'd be a horrible rich person.
Yeah.
So that was it. Thursday, Tim isn't going to be around, so I'm holding down, as you know.
Oh yeah.
Willow's gonna have to leave half an hour early,
Okay.
so it's gonna be just me and you towards the end.
See how it goes. We might all decide to finish with Willow these, depending on what we've got and what. See what happens, but.
Well, I've spoken with Tim, I already know a plan for that.
Yeah, no problem. We'll make it work, I'm sure.
I already know what we've got to do.
Good God, that sounds ominous.
No, usually
He actually knows what he's going to do.
if I don't,
Then he'll get distracted by something shiny.
usually if Tim's not around, I like to have a little bit of a plan in place because it helps me and helps me deal with.
Yeah. With me, he's always a prevent a safe house.
No,
Yeah.
not you in particular.
Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah.
No, we know.
Doesn't deal with me.
No, because David's been probably one of the more organised in that series for some fucking reason.
You talking about like David?
No, it's not something I do. I do this a bit occasionally. Certain games, it just sits with me. Look how I ended up becoming the chef on Raft.
Yeah, I miss that game. It was good,
I
but
actually wish that game had more
yeah,
to
I
it.
do.
When I managed to get the freaking jet ski on the raft.
Oh yeah. No, it was a snowmobile.
Snowmobile, sorry, yeah. I got the
Yeah.
snowmobile. Got the achievement. That's not a boat.
Yeah. I'd
Yeah,
like.
sometimes,
I'd like
a
to-
lot of the time, the reason I go for that like organising thing in Polycrafter is because I get kind of out of my depth with with the other stuff. So then I'll just freaking sort storage chests.
So what's the difference in Minecraft then? Oh wait, that's a completely different storage, isn't it?
Possibly.
No, because
Look,
Minecraft is different. How full's that? Really?
it's only 2/3, but you're missing the half of it.
Minecraft's different because Minecraft, yes, you do chests, but then when it came to this digital storage and all that sort of mods, vanilla Minecraft you'd be different, I think.
Possibly.
Well, not vanilla as such, but modded. Whereas if it's early game, I think you'd be different.
Because I kind of had that with SevTech, where SevTech quite repeatedly got into Unity and were doing things that were just above my level of knowledge. That's why I used to go and build a building or mine another 10 layers out the quarry.
I'll go to your quarry.
Yeah.
It's
Or when I build
not.
a road network.
Yeah, it wasn't. It's not the fact that it was out of your knowledge. It's just the fact that that was your first introduction to modded.
That's it, yeah, I've messed around
Minecraft.
with vanilla Minecraft on various platforms, including mobile. I mean,
Yeah.
I've got a copy of Minecraft
On your phone.
did have a mess around with it. But yeah, the modded side of it was just another level, and I've probably played less than 10 hours of Minecraft in total that wasn't SevTech with you guys.
I mean, I would happily take you through modded again. I'd go for a different pack of modded.
Thing is, to me, it's something that I would have to do as like a group thing. I couldn't do it solo. I think it would end up being too slow for me solo.
Well, what have I just... well, that's what I said. I've just
No,
said
no,
to you
I'm
I'd
saying,
happily
yeah.
take you through.
I always remember back to the old but the Achievement Hunter when they did that Rockets one.
Can't remember the fucking name of it.
Oh no, I'd have to look it up. One where they could like fly to the moon and stuff.
Oh, it's similar to what... like SevTech, you mean? What we did in SevTech? That there was a part of that DLC in SevTech where when you went to the rockets, we did go to other planets. Because I built the whole space set of the thing.
Wheelies in the next player.
Also, I've got a truck that's slowly sliding its way out of... Hi Alan.
Yeah, you're sort of drifting, aren't you?
I'm not touching anything.
No,
That's the thing, I don't know if it's the truck. I don't know if there's a
could be just
slight-
way in which you've got the truck positioned and it doesn't like it.
No, but he didn't start in this position. He started
He
dead
was straight.
Okay.
The truck was straight when... Can you...
But look, the second I stop moving, can you see how it's...
It's,
Yeah.
yeah. The middle wheel is...
Yeah, the middle wheel on the unit looks like it's still...
You missed most of that.
The middle wheel is like providing unnecessary traction.
Yeah.
Well, the second I let go of the control...
It's moving.
Sorry, Chris, I will get back in line with you in a second. I'm just trying to... I can't actually turn out of that one.
I wonder if it's... I wonder if there's a slight issue with the unit. With the DAFs.
She's
No, I
fine
mean,
at the
my
moment.
thing's gone yellow now, so oh no, it's flashing between green and yellow.
So it's not moving at the moment with me.
Are you on about Discord or are you on about game?
Game.
Yeah, it's getting to that time of night though, isn't it? I think it's quiet, but yeah, don't forget I'm back on the old.
Yeah, no, I'm just pointing that out as a whether it's making a difference or not. I couldn't honestly tell you, but
So I'm currently saying it seems to be fine. Unless Dave Johnson and passengers see it, can have a look that way.
no, I believe you. It could be something. I don't think it'd be.
Yeah, but
something
what's
to do with
happening?
mine.
Was that moving? That rigid when you
No,
were?
but that's a rigid, so. No, it seems stable right now. But then again, with me, it went stable for a little bit, and then it just seemed to.
To be honest, it's been doing it most of the night. As that
There we
drop.
are. The trailer's sliding now.
Yeah.
I think there's a slight bug with them.
But I am literally on the edge.
Yeah, but it wouldn't cause it to slide. I can see it sliding, and you're in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a slight friction issue with the trailer and the trucks. Whatever they've done, there is an issue. Not gonna lie, but every time you try to report something to them, they're as useless as 2 short planks, shall we say. There'll be any chances of me getting a copy of any new release because I've just kind of said something that I should have done.
If you jump out, it sort of stops.
Yeah, he had been doing that. I could technically fill both of these things up. I could fill that trailer up and I could fill the rigid up as well.
Where we stop then? Or move this other way?
What are you doing, David?
I was just watching what was going on here, trying to see if I could figure it out. Wait, whoa!
That caused major FPS then.
Yeah, it's
Did
3
you
seconds.
reset that, Alan, or did you do it
No,
yourself?
I went to empty it.
The problem was, did you go too quick on the button?
No.
Strange. But whatever happened there, it did cause major FPS. So have you actually decided when you're thinking about getting a system in there?
I want to try and have it in place in time for Windows 10 support stopping.
So...
October, isn't it?
Yeah.
The problem is, I'm not going to lie to you that
You've got to...
every time I'm spending that level of money on something like that, I have to really sort of justify to myself.
Yes, but you've got to think...
Oh no, I don't worry, I know.
Apart from that, it opens your doors from joining in a lot more stuff.
No, don't get me wrong, no, I fully agree with that. It's just, it is a lot of money, there's no two ways about it.
Well, so was like I said, so was my system, but my system, but it's doing what I need it to do right now.
If I get a nice little load, then yeah, I'll upgrade mine. But that ain't gonna happen.
I must admit, I think prices must have dropped, 'cause I messed about with Scans Configurator again a while ago. And just on the budget, managed to basically put together exactly what I wanted.
Yeah.
We're using like the 9750, 5070, I think it was 5070 Ti. I've absolutely fucked on the storage space.
Would you be looking at doing a SSD for your OS and then...
The way I had it set up, I had a 2TB M.2, a 4TB M.2, and then an 8TB hard drive.
Right, so you've basically gone exactly...
the OS on the 2TB.
Exactly what I have. My OS is on my 2. My 4 TB is my Steam library. And
And
my
then the
8 is my
for
video
recording.
storage. Yeah.
Yeah,
So you've got it basically the same setup I have. Yeah.
yeah, because that to me is the best way of doing it. Because I
There's no
might
point
even
in
have
getting
it.
that.
What's
are?
that?
There's no point in getting half of that. Because I wouldn't record.
No, you're not
I'd love to, but I just wouldn't have the time for it.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I enjoy coming on with you guys, yes. But doing it myself, I don't know.
No, that's fair enough. I do.
No,
I
we
do
don't
the side
mean.
hobby, I
We
enjoy.
technically don't. Fucking hell. Trying to edit free POVs? Fuck.
Be interesting though.
Oh, it could be easily done.
There'll be times. There are definitely times when it will be handy for you to have recording running.
Yeah.
Even if when you just because there's times when you see stuff that we don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's one of those. It is what it is. I would never force you to do it
No.
if you didn't want to.
It's.
I enjoy doing it. I enjoy messing around with video editing. It's just a side hobby for me. And it's just to me, it's another skill I can sort of work on and.
But to be honest, what I am going to say to you, David, if and when you do get your new machine, DaVinci Resolve.
Oh yeah, I will. Look, I'd run it on this machine. If you run it, but it won't even open on this machine.
And drop your MP4 recorder and go into MKV.
Possibly.
The new machine would handle it. Don't give me that crap.
Oh no, the doesn't make no offense, but the new machine should slightly outpower yours with the spec I've picked.
It would outpower me processor wise, it would outpower me RAM, it would outpower me GPU. But
Because like I say, I've pretty much decided if I'm going to do it, I'll go for the 7950, so the 16 core.
it would. The only thing that worries me about your system is I know it's the graphics card because of what Nvidia have decided to do with their root.
Yeah, but it looks like it only seems to be the 5090 that's affected.
No, I mean
The
what
70
what I mean
fine.
is what they're doing with this whole AI bullshit with it. That's the
Everyone's
only
doing
thing.
that.
AI has become such a fucking buzzword. Can you
Yeah.
possibly get?
I mean, don't get me
bit
wrong,
closer?
part of me would love just to go like a 4090, but I couldn't do that through the company I want to buy off. And I quite like the idea of getting it all in place, that if I do have a problem, I can just talk to them and go.
Yeah.
Plus, as you know, they're an hour down the road from me.
Well, yeah.
I am genuinely thinking when I hit the thing, I might talk to them and say, look, can I come and pick it up? Rather than try and dispose it.
Well, you should be able to select the option to collect.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Rather than risk trying to post it,
Well, I think that's what.
It costs you, mate, to get posted. You go pick it up yourself, save money.
Actually, no. They sometimes do free shipping.
we do ship free, but just they're literally
They're-
50 minutes from where I'm sat right now.
Yeah. I know they're not that far. I could get there as well.
For the sake of a round trip of a couple of hours,
I know
call it
where
a
they
ball.
are.
Yeah, I know. I'm just outside of Reebok Stadium. And there's not the Reebok anymore, but
No, I know exactly where they are because I passed the place. I've been past it. I mean,
just for the
'cause
peace
I'm
of mind that
Yeah, but
if I know
don't
I
forget,
pick it up, I can.
when you are gonna order, you gotta allow lead time and build time.
Oh yeah, but yeah, it's going to be a 7 to 10 days.
Eh?
It says 7 to 10 days unless you pay for the premium. I'm sure that's what it said. It might have been 3
Is
to
that
5.
build time or lead time?
I was told build time, I think he said.
That doesn't. Okay, that includes testing, then. That'll include stress tests, and which you
Yeah.
will. You get all the results on your machine. They give you screenshot, photographic evidence of it, and
Yeah.
I mean, eventually I might, if I ever get the money together, I'll probably give them a ring and say, look, I want this.
Well, I'm just at the point where I'm at the point where my machine's pretty much at the bottom end of what it can do.
Oh, I know that.
You know what? And
It's-
the thing is, it's like, and I And I've thought about it. I've messed about with specs, and I could probably do it for about half the money I want to spend. But I'm like, why not take the opportunity? I can figure out ways of doing the finance that works. Why not go all out and, like you've done, have something I know will be good for a good number of years?
Yeah.
With
Exactly.
minimal input.
Exactly. And this is why.
And if I spend half of what I'm thinking now,
Yeah, but this is why I
in
built.
half the time I'm going to be looking at rates again.
Well, this is why I built what I did.
Hmm.
But I know I am gonna at some point. The only things I'm gonna need to do at the moment is board, RAM, CPU. That's it.
That's kind of the thing with yours, because you bought right at the end of that socket.
Yeah.
At least if I get one now that's the newer one, in theory there's going to be a good few upgrade generations.
Hmm.
Because if AMD or anything go by the past, they tend to keep to one generation for a long time.
Hang on, let me do this.
Yeah.